Cops discover an evil husband's house of horrors. Before we start this video, follow me on Twitch. First link in the description. By the time you're watching this video, I'm most definitely live. So tap in.
911, what's your emergency?
Hey, I'm a bus driver and one of my students just passed me a note that says his mother needs help and that his dad is hurting her.
Okay, do you have an address?
Yeah, they live on, it's the first house when you turn into the neighborhood.
Okay, officers are being dispatched now. Can you stay with the child until law enforcement
Yo,
arrives?
that's actually like
Yeah, so
sad.
I'm just parked outside the neighborhood. I'll stay here.
This is what the Las Cruces Police Department were informed of on April 23rd, 2021. Just the night before, Veronica had endured 12 hours of what could only be described as a living hell, all because of her abusive boyfriend, Eric Alvarado. At this point, fearing for her and her children's life, the main thing on her mind was to call the police. But Eric had confiscated her phone and refused to let her leave his sight. However, Eric and Veronica's son still had to go to school. This gave Veronica an idea that would save her and her family's life.
Wow. Basically, we don't even know yet. I don't even know what happened really yet.
Can you explain to me what's going on today?
Last night he was taking me a lot
He was shaking you?
and stuff with the pillows.
Okay.
He picked me up. He got my head against the cabinet, and then he's sleeping on top of here.
Bro, like you are literally a fucking loser. Yeah, I really hope niggas in prison do you sad, bro. Like you feel tough, bro. She is like 4'11". She is so small, so skinny. Do you think you're tough? Like, yo, niggas really be like abusing women like this, and they genuinely think they're tough. How do you feel good doing that? You have kids with this person, like, oh my god, like, you know what I mean? Jesus.
And then my kids were screaming and crying, and he said that he was either I die or he's gonna have a shot with you guys.
Yo,
Veronica is clearly distressed.
that's what I'm saying, and they won't do this to another guy. They would not, yo. They would not get this big, bad, and tough. Niggas, yo, I bet you, bro, his boss be bitching him around. I bet you his boss would talk to him all types of crazy. He would not even step up to his boss, but he would go home and do this to his wife. That's what happens most of these times, bro. These guys, they would get mad at work or mad in their life because they get bullied because they're not standing up for themselves. You know what I mean? They get bullied in real life, at work, whatever, and then they come home, drink and shit, start abusing their family because they aren't defending themselves in the real world. But you can come home and act tough behind closed doors, abuse your wife. Like, fuck out of here, bro. She's a beautiful woman. She does not deserve this, and no other female deserves some shit like this, bro. Because naturally, it's just nature. I don't care if you get it fitted or not. Females cannot be guys. Yes, there's outliers, but most of the time, like 8 out of 10 times, 9 out of 10 times, a female's bone density versus a guy's natural strength, bro, a 16, 15-year-old guy can beat up a grown-ass woman. That's just how it is because that's just how guys are built, bro. You know what I mean? So they don't stand no chance, which they shouldn't be fighting. So it's not like, oh, like, they gotta work harder. No, it's just nature. This is making me fucking mad, bro. Let's just lock in. Let's lock in.
And just thankful that the cops are here to save her. In fear of her life, she wrote a note behind Eric's back saying that she was in danger and to call 911. She passed this note to her kids in hopes someone from their school would call the police. The note was given to a bus driver who immediately called the Las Cruces Police Department.
Shit,
the cops need to know exactly what happened. Veronica just told them that Eric would have a shootout with the cops if they came, so they know they're dealing with someone either dangerous or delusional. Something they would quickly find out.
Were you trying to get away from him, or what happened?
I just started doing whatever he asked me. He would even tell me to follow him to the bathroom when he needed the bathroom. He would make me pick up the seat for him.
Okay.
He said, "Are you gonna let me?" And then I was just like, "Well, neither." And then, but I was crying for my mom. He said, "You really think I would do that?"
He didn't try to get out, and he didn't forcefully try.
Wait. Did did he mean like would you let me fuck you? Is that what that means, chat?
Pick up the seat for him.
Because what does she mean pick up the seat for him? Hold up. He would
Tell me
even
to
tell
follow
me.
him to the bathroom when he needed the bathroom. He would make
So is this guy like paralyzed or something?
me pick up the seat for him.
Okay.
He said, "Are you gonna let me?"
Oh my
and I
God,
was just
bro.
like, "Well, neither." And then, but I was crying for my mom. He's like, "You really think I would do that?"
He didn't try to get out, and he didn't forcefully try to keep you
I
from
was
leaving or
like,
anything like that?
I've tried before, and it never works. So I just stayed quietly and I stayed up on the bed. I rolled like to try to get away, and he would just pull me closer and hug me.
Okay.
But I didn't have a phone to call you guys, so I just
What happened to your phone?
he has it. But he always takes it because he knows that I'm gonna call the cops.
Okay, so the marks on your face, is that from him or? And not from him?
Ah, chill, bro. Chill,
And
chill.
Listen to
God.
exactly what Veronica is saying. It's obvious that this isn't just a one-time thing. She's using phrases like, "I've tried before and it never works," implying that she'd almost given up trying to escape him. This is known as learned helplessness, a condition where an abused person starts to believe that they're powerless to save themselves because of the repeated abuse and perceived lack of control. Unfortunately, it's more common than you might think. On average, it takes 7 tries for a victim to escape their abuser, and every single one of these failed attempts would start to make them feel more and more powerless, as though control of their life is slowly slipping away. Given that Veronica has a 5-year-old son with Eric, the abuse might have been going on for years, with her essentially resigning her fate to his violence and manipulation. If that's the case, then her son's actions should be even more celebrated, finally freeing his own mother from a relentless cycle of abuse.
Can you explain to me what happened first yesterday?
we were arguing. I think he was just more frustrated because he was yelling at the kids, and then he started to get upset with me. He got upset because I didn't cook, grabbed himself something to eat, and he told me to cook garbage and give it to him, but it's because I had the baby in the bed and I laid down. She was getting upset every time I walked out.
Okay.
And then so I came in here all mad talking shit, and
Okay.
I was right there by the microwave, and I slammed it to close it because he had his food in there. I was gonna heat it up, and he told me to shut up, and then he got up and pulled me from my hair and pushed my head toward
Oh my
the cabinet in
God.
my head, like when like that, and that's why it's swollen right here. When like that, and my eyebrow hit right here.
Veronica continued to tell the officer about that night's abuse, how he choked her, threw her around, and grabbed hold of her so hard that she couldn't force his hand away to save herself.
Yeah, I was holding onto his arm, but he lifted me up because he's so strong. He lifted me up and he slammed me on the counter. My kids were crying at the same time. My oldest son
Okay.
came out.
What did you feel when he grabbed your neck?
I don't know, like I was like trying to fight to get it off, and then all of a sudden, like my body just started feeling weak.
Feeling weak?
Yeah, and I just like I felt like I was underwater and I couldn't breathe. And I was just like trying to calm him down, like, "Oh baby, I love you. Please stop. This is not." But I was just like, because I already know how he is.
Directly
How does this make you feel as a guy, bro? Do you not feel sad? Do you not feel bad? Like your whole family sees you doing this shit. Do you not feel kind of scared? It's like at least like, oh, well, yo, like I'm wilding out. Like, what if I get caught? You know what I mean? Like, bro, does he not? I don't understand how these people don't feel remorseful at all. Like, or it's always in a drunken rage. So genuinely at that, in the moment, he doesn't give a fuck, like, at all. Buddy does not care. He thinks everything. I don't know how he feels because I would never do this. How can you look at your wife, right? How can you look at your wife and want to just smash on her? How could you look at your wife and the person that birthed your kids and genuinely just start beating her the fuck up? Why? How does that make you feel? And the sad thing is, bro, that's probably how he was raised. He probably saw his dad do the same exact shit. So in his mind, he probably thinks like, you know what? Yeah. Exact. Yo, that's crazy. Yo, bro, that's so crazy what you just said. It usually has something to do with their own past upbringing. Exactly. So he probably saw like his parents. This happens with the parents, and the mom was submissive and like okay type shit. So he probably wants that same thing. It is not good. It's just hurting people. You have to break that cycle. And now it's going to be bad now because his son that's watching this, he's going to wake up with, he's going to grow up with hella trauma, hella anger and shit. anger problems, and now the mom has to deal with that. And the mom's gonna feel like it's her fault, which it isn't. And that's the sad part. Because now, because obviously this guy's gonna go to prison, she's gonna have to raise that kid all by herself. And that son and shit's gonna be, like I said, growing up with anger problems, you know, all that's, oh my God.
After being choked almost to death, she's still pleading with him and telling him that she loves him. Obviously, it can't be discounted that this was just an act to get him to
Yo, you can tell, bro, you can tell this guy, that he's an abuser. You can just tell.
stop. But again, this is a very common reaction. Eric has likely used either love bombing or intermittent reinforcement to manipulate Veronica.
You know what? I heard a lot of things like that, right? And that's what they think would justify it. So the night before, right, they will beat on their girlfriend or beat on their wife and all this shit, do all this stuff. Then the next day they will like take him out to dinner, take him out, you know, for breakfast, buy them shit, and be like, you know what, baby, I'm sorry. Like, you know, it was the alcohol and stuff. I need to change. I need to do this. I need to do that, baby. I'm sorry. And love bomb the fuck out of him. And then literally next week, do the same exact shit. Or next month, do this. You know what I mean? The cycle just keep going on like that. That's most of the time what happens.
Veronica. Love bombing involves initially showering the victim with affection and attention, forming attachment quickly, and intermittent reinforcement involves quickly alternating between kindness and cruelty. Both of these create a powerful emotional bond and dependency on the abuser, making it much harder to leave, despite making her feel like this.
Talking about, are you scared to die? And I'm like, yes. She's like, how does it feel? Because you almost died. And I was just like,
Okay.
if it just hurts, it's painful. He's like, why are you scared to die? Like, and then I said, because my kids.
But the last little piece of information the cops get might just be the most important one, and unravel why tonight's abuse got so out of hand.
From PTSD,
Okay.
depression.
And he hasn't took his medication either.
Bipolar depression and
He has a lot. It had to take so much stuff. He has anxiety, bipolar.
yeah. So the only thing that set him off was the whole him not having food ready and all that.
No, it was the kids. He was yelling at my son.
Okay.
And that if anything gets him upset, he gets really.
1 second, right? I'm not trying to blame her, but why do females like get with guys and marry guys that has all these problems? Same with guys too. Like guys, like why do people try to fix other people? That's probably what she thought. Like, oh, I could fix him. No, bro, no. Get into relationships with people who's already fixed, that's already loved and shit. Yeah, there's some cases that you know you can fix somebody, right? Help fix somebody, but no. Because it's always like, you know, the female will have bipolar, she's this, she's that. And guys think, well, she looks good, I can fix her. No, and same with females, bro. That's probably what happened. I'm not going to say what happened. I'm not her. And I really hope, you know, she gets the help that she deserves. But if he had all these problems, or maybe it was like he hid it until like she fell in love. And that point, it's like, all right. You know what I mean? Because that's a different story now. If he hid all that, which he probably did, I'm not gonna lie, you know what? He probably did like hide all these problems and shit, this bipolar, all that stuff until they moved in. And a couple months later, after they moved in, he's like, well, yeah, I gotta do all this. Like, this really was going on and shit. That's what happens a lot of times too. So you really can't call it, bro. Yeah, that's usually how it goes. You really can't call it. Bro. It's sad. But if you know, listen, this is for anybody out there. If you know somebody has problems already, and like in the back of your head, like you know it's not very healthy to be with them, but the only thing is like you think you can fix them because they look good, don't do it. Don't do it, bro. Please, you're going to get yourself in trouble. That's it.
Really upset.
Apparently, Eric suffers from PTSD, depression, anxiety, and bipolar. He's supposed to take a litany of meds to keep him stable, but that night, he hadn't taken any of them. Of course, this isn't an excuse for his behavior, nor is it to be assumed that many bipolar people would ever act in this manner, but it could be a possible explanation for the severe and continued abuse.
how long have you been with him?
On and off for 7 years. There's a time when he sent me to the hospital, but I didn't first try.
So you
I
never.
felt bad because he always calls and he's just like, I'm sorry, this is that.
So
I'm a sick man.
has he ever been charged with domestic or anything like that? He has. In Las Cruces. or New Mexico?
With his ex-girlfriend.
Okay, but not with you.
Yeah. And a lot of times I drop the charges because I feel bad.
Eric is clearly dangerous and needs to be locked up, but that all depends on if Veronica is going to press charges this time or let herself be manipulated out of it again.
All right, like I'm not gonna, I'm not gonna put the blame on the victim, but this could have been stopped a couple times ago, bro. Like, listen, bro, but is it kind of her fault also, chat? Like, at least, like, all right, let's say it's 100%, at least 10-20% is her fault, because now all these times you're not pressing charges, you're putting yourself and your kids in more danger, because now one day he could just say fuck it, blast everybody in that crib, and then blast himself. That happens a lot of times. You know what I mean? So it's like, is it kind of also her fault? This guy had domestic charges with his ex. So there's clearly a track history. And now she's doing the same thing to you multiple times and you don't want to press charges. Like, come on. You know what I mean? Like, it's kind of, I'm not trying to put the blame on her. Here, please hear me out. But come on. Come on. You can stop this problem. Now you're putting your kids in danger. I know she's in love with bro. I get it. But bro, you gotta be in love with your kids more. I'd say she's at fault too. If you're in a situation like that, you have the mental capacity to know you shouldn't be putting your kids in danger. She's not at fault, but she still has a fault. Exactly. And I know, like, bro, you're saying her shit. She's delusional. I mean, she is, bro. But listen, chat, I've been in love before. A lot of people has been in love before. You discourage a lot of, not discourage, I'm sorry. You just look past a lot of things, bro. But as an adult though, like, I don't know, because I was a teenager. I was 15 years old when I was like delusional as hell. My first relationship. Like if I was in the same relationship at 21, nigga, I'm like, hell no. You know what I mean? So I don't know, bro. I don't know. He's definitely the most at fault. But I'm going to still piss some blame on her also because you're putting your kids in danger. Let's not even talk about her. You're putting your kids in danger now. Let's get Aries.
Again. But before she can even make that decision, the other cop comes into the room and lets them know that they need EMTs on the scene immediately.
When you were standing up and then you started... I don't know if he was making him do himself. Is that normal for him?
He gets like that when he's really upset and he's not acting in an angry way. He does.
Yo, see, she knows this shit, bro. Nah, you gotta leave him, bro. Like, I'm sorry, bro, but like, come on, bro. Like, this guy is insane. He's putting your kids in danger. Do you want your son to act like him when he's older? I get that she's in love, bro. I get it. I'm talking in the third person. Hindsight is always 20/20. I get that, chat. I get that. But every sane person, every sane adult will just think about, I'm passing out. He's trying to suffocate me. He's beating me up all these times. And you don't press charges, bro. He's going to start doing that to your kids one day. If he can get away with it with you, he's going to start going to the kids because what the fuck are the kids going to do? Don't talk back. I'm the parent. I'm always right. That happens all the chat. We all know, we all feel that before. Your parents is dead wrong. Mom, dad, whatever. Or your guardian, they're dead wrong. But you try to explain yourself, they're like, I'm the parent, don't talk back. That happens to each and every one of us. Don't cap. Don't cap, right? So if parents have that mentality, bro, of course he's gonna start beating on the kids. What are they gonna do? I'm the father. What are you gonna do? I give you food. I do this. I do that. What are you gonna do, little kid? That's, bro. Listen. I don't know, man. I don't know. Yo, bro. She low key just emptied the clip on that nigga. Yo, bro. Like, then the kids wouldn't have either parent. I mean, of course, yeah. Don't kill the guy. But she could have stopped this multiple times, though, man.
And sometimes, like, he'll fall on me and, like, I can't pick him up.
Okay. So panic attacks are normal for him?
He's been out in a week.
She says he has knives in the drawer, so...
It seems as though Eric has had a panic attack and needs help from a medic. The thing is, the cops can't be sure if this is a genuine reaction or another way to try and guilt and manipulate Veronica, but either way, they get the fire department on the scene to check him out.
Do you need to go to the hospital, boys?
He's wanting to go.
Oh, he's wanting to go? What do you think?
We're trying to just take the blood pressure. That's about it. His oxygen's good right now. It's at 98%. Heart rate's fine. A little elevated at 98, but it's nothing crazy.
Do you take your medications for PTSD and the depression?
No what?
Do you take medications for it?
Yeah.
Are you current on your medications? So we always recommend heading up to the hospital, especially because he has like PTSD, bipolar depression.
Medically, everything seems fine with Eric, but they still decide to take him to the hospital temporarily at his request. In the meantime, Veronica is now curious about the rest of the process and has made a decision on if she's going to press charges.
He always bonds himself out.
Okay.
And he told me that I'm starting to remember a little bit. It's like, I didn't think I'm gonna be that long in fucking jail. I get bonded up real fucking quick.
So I know you said you want a restraining order, so we'll work on getting that.
So that's also another thing, chat, that I forgot to mention. So she's probably scared to press charges because he's gonna get bonded out, then go right back to the crib. He probably has hidden keys or whatever, and he's gonna do way worse. That's also another option. That's probably why she hasn't done that, because she's probably thinking that. Because what the guys were saying, bro, I get bonded out really fucking quick, and oh, I dare you, like, you know what I mean? Buddy would get bonded. Bro, do you genuinely think he's going to care about a restraining order? Let's be real. What is a restraining order going to do for somebody that's absolutely insane? The cops don't get there when they're like, when that person pulls up, the cops take like, let's say 10 minutes to pull up. You know what I mean? So in that 10-minute scale, he's going haymaker, like, you know, he's going ham. So that's probably what she thinks too. Like, why would I press charges? He's going to get right out. They come right to the crib and do even worse to me.
Usually it's going to be an emergency restraining order.
Would I be able to press charges on him?
So in situations like this, it's up to the state to pursue charges. So usually we go through with, no matter if we have charges, we're gonna go through with the charges whether you want to or not.
I should have pressed charges when I couldn't even open my eyes.
Emergency restraining orders are common in cases of domestic violence, especially where there's children involved. Courts are often available 24/7 for the filing of these, and in open and shut cases like these, they'll usually get approved on the same day. That means that Eric physically won't be allowed near Veronica, her kids, and likely their home unless he goes through a rigorous legal procedure. But it turns out that might not even matter, as it looks like he's heading straight to jail.
It is going to be a 48 for him. He's going to be cleared already.
As long as he's clear, he should be fine then. It's going to bring me the ERO.
So, hey, can I get a district court judge for the ERO?
Cool.
From this point, the officer fills out the restraining order and takes care of some other paperwork and investigation around the house. But the day isn't over for Eric yet. Far from it. He was taken to the hospital, but as the officer figured, he was discharged almost as soon as he got there. That meant that it was his turn in the spotlight, and he was handed over to the police, who were going to make sure that he got exactly what he deserved.
Stand up, face me. Turn around for this officer. Turn around for him, bro.
Oh, there you go. Oh, man, I got all the kids, bro.
Alright, bud. Well, before we take you in, alright, you're gonna be placed under arrest, okay? CID is the one that are gonna take you the charges. Unfortunately, I don't know them. But you are gonna be served a
Emergency restraining order. I would suggest not contacting her, writing her, going to the house, none of that.
As the officer mentioned, the case was handed over to CID, or the Criminal Investigation Division. In even simpler terms, the detectives. Usually a case is passed over the CID if the crimes were particularly severe, or if it requires the specific resources or skills the CID have. In this case, it's very likely the chronic abuse and psychological manipulation that warranted their intervention. As to truly unpack what happened here, it would require an expert to dig deep and use their skills to figure everything out. That's why less than—
Yeah, because these investigators are geniuses, bro. Like, yo, the investigator will like scratch his eyebrow, and then like whatever the fucking suspect reacts to that, the detectives can be like, type shit, bro. Like, yo, detectives be doing little mind games, bro. They'll like cross their leg, go like this. So now the suspect thinks like they're more safe, or like more. Like, they get more scared because now they think it's more serious. Like, bro, that's really how it be, bro. That's really how it be. And I saw something earlier, right? They just like me, for real. Get out! What are you talking about, nigga?
than an hour after
Bro,
he was released from the hospital,
I forgot I was going to say, nigga. What are you talking about?
he was sat face to face with a detective that was about to grill him for his side of the story. Unfortunately, Eric didn't exactly make that easy, and it ended with him back in handcuffs and on his way to a cell.
Eric, Detective Bardo with the Las Cruces Police Department. How you doing? What happened last night?
Bro, do you want to get banned, bro? Like, do you want to get banned? How does police meat taste? Like, ironic as fuck, bro. If you're watching this on YouTube, Eric S.A., he's just he rage baits every single video. Go back any video. But by the way, look at the comments. He comments on every one of my videos. Yo, bro, ironic as fuck. Ironic, Eric. Ironic is, yo, shut up, bro. Like, shut up. Stop distracting me, bro. Bro, I'm gonna start crashing. Stop, bro. Like, if you cross your leg or fold your arm, it's a sign of being nervous because you're creating a barrier between you and the officer. Yeah, stuff like that, bro. On God, yep.
Okay, so you're here for a reason, and I'm here with you for a reason, and that's to get your side story. If you're gonna tell me nothing, I'm gonna go ahead and leave and proceed my investigation. So right now, this is your chance.
What am I being charged with?
I'm not there yet, but I'm in an investigation. I'm investigating you.
I don't feel good, man.
Okay.
I want to go.
All right. I'm gonna take you back to the holding cell, okay? So the last thing that I need to do was get your side of the story. Since you're not gonna give that to me, I'm gonna go ahead and charge you with 3 counts of aggravated battery on a household member. 2 of them are strangulation. The other one's gonna be suffocation. Or 2 of them be suffocation. One's gonna be strangulation. Battery on a household member, and also deprivation of property to a household member. 3 of the 5 are gonna be felonies. Okay?
What? Why are they felonies? What did I do that?
3 felonies.
Why?
Do you want to talk to me about it?
But like, what did I do? What did you say?
I don't know. You were there.
I didn't.
You were there.
I didn't do nothing. I didn't do nothing, bro.
Okay.
I did nothing
Then
for
stay
her.
with that. Stay with that story.
I want to know what the
I'm not going to tell you anything because you don't want to tell me anything.
As it turned out, Eric would only be charged with 2 counts of
Bro, this guy
aggravated
just
battery
looks
of a
insane.
household member.
Bro, this guy looks like a drunk. Like, I'm sorry, bro. He looks like a drunk that just beats on his family. Like, I swear to God, bro, if anybody would have shown me a picture of this guy, I'm like, yeah, he gets drunk and beats on his wife. On everything I love.
1 count of battery against a household member, and
Like he has like the perfect, description for that.
deprivation of property. And with Eric safely in cuffs and in a holding cell, the police had only one more job to do to put Veronica's mind at ease.
Hello?
May I speak to Veronica, please?
This is her. Yes?
Okay, just real quick, I wanted to let you know that I'm gonna go ahead and charge Eric. He's gonna have 3 felonies, which is gonna be aggravated battery on a household member. 2 of them are strangulation. One's gonna be strangulation. The other one's gonna be battery on a household member, and the other one's deprivation of property of a household member. So another thing, I'm asking the officer to call a Sky report to CYFD. Because of what he exposed the children to. They'll probably just reach out to you, ask to see the conditions of the house, make sure that they're suitable for the children.
I know because of what happened, but then at the same time, I don't know how to say this. I accept what you're doing, but there won't be any way he can see his kid.
Yo, bro, it's her, bro. I'm not trying to defend, bro. I'm not trying to like put the blame on her, bro. I'm really not, chat. I'm really not, but what are you fucking talking about? Why would you want a nigga like that to stay looking at to talk to your kids? Like, bro, why would you want that, bro? Why would you want that? I get it. You want your kids to have a father. I get it, bro. Bro, this nigga is killing you. Bro, I don't know, bro. Chat, am I wrong for thinking that? Let me know, chat, if I'm wrong for thinking that, bro. Like she sounds kind of dumb now, bro. He should have went for milk. Yo, what do you? Yo, all right, I know I'm never asking my chat for serious opinions, bro. Y'all niggas are never serious. Cause I just seen somebody to say they used to call me Nigga Tesla around the block. Like, bro,
But it's got to be in different terms now. The way you guys had it, it obviously didn't work because look what he's exposing the children to.
As of July 2024, Eric Alvarado is still awaiting sentencing and is being held without bond. However, based on his charges and history, it's estimated he'll likely spend up to 8 years behind bars. With intervention and checks by CPS, the children will also receive treatment and care for any trauma or abuse caused by their father, and Veronica will finally be free of the horrific treatment caused by her evil husband.
Now, I was thinking, right? I was low-key thinking, could CPS take the kids? Because bro, she kept like enabling it. She could have been stopped this. You know what I mean? But she kept enabling it. I don't listen, listen. I don't want to put the blame on her, bro. I really don't.
And remember, none of this would have happened if not for what Veronica's 5-year-old son did that morning, being
son.
brave and strong enough to reach out to save his mom, changing his whole family's lives in
bro.
one heartwarming and heroic move.
Look at that little baby. Look at that little baby. Yo, you safe now, baby. You safe now. Oh, that little baby. Look at the little baby eyes.
Quick move.
Oh, Google gaga. Cause bro, babies are fucking pure. Like, you know what I mean? Like, they're no sin. They have no evil, bro. And it's sad. It's sad that this little baby had to go through some shit like that. And that little son, bro, 5 years old. 5 years old, bro. That's insane, bro. He saved his little sister and his mom's life. No cap. No cap. I don't think she's a bad mom, but she's not being logical because of the way the husband conditioned her. It's a psychological thing. So isn't that kind of, what's that shit called? Was it Sherlock? I'm sorry, no, I'm not trying to joke around, but Sherlock? Stockholm Syndrome, that's what it is. Is that what it is, Shad? Is that what it is? Stockholm Syndrome? Is this like a case of Stockholm Syndrome? Stockholm Syndrome is a psychological condition that occurs when a victim bonds with their abuser. Yeah, that's literally what happened. That's literally what happened, yeah. Yeah. That's sad, bro. That's sad. That's so sad, bro. And I feel bad because there's people like that every single, bro. I tell you this every single time, bro. I work at an oil, like I change people's oil and shit. Chat, laugh at me, call me a slave. I don't care. Call me a slave. I don't care. I don't care. I make mad bread, so laugh at me all you want. But bro, I be seeing like couples and shit in the car yelling at each other, like going brazy at each other in front of everybody. So imagine what happens at home. You know what I mean? Imagine what happens at home, bro. And I look at my head. In my head, I'm like, yo, I'm grateful I see this shit because I do not want to be like that guy when I'm older. I do not. So that's why I work very hard, bro.